Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin. We are back again doing another match preview. Good to be back with matches. The international breaks, obviously, it's too boring. It's too boring. And we all fall asleep. And that's exactly what I did. I definitely fell asleep. But we must wake up. We now must wake up. And I have a different mood. I have a different feeling. I have a different perspective. I have a different mission. With this month of April and the month of May, rounding up this particular season, I'm coming with a different approach. I'm coming with a different mindset, as I said, and I'm hoping that you guys understand where I'm coming from. And I would love to see. I would love to see what you guys have to say about this in the comment section. The way I'm looking at it, ladies and gentlemen, is there's only a handful of games left. Now, whatever has happened this season, we can't forget and we cannot forgive. But what we can do is park it for the time being so we can revisit it at the end of the season and make a proper assessment as to what has happened. Now, the reason why I'm feeling like this is because I feel there is something to salvage this season. I truly believe in the notion that you must learn from your experience. That's how I was brought up, and I feel our players, our manager, our board, our owners, I hope that they hold the same notion as well, that whatever experiences that you've had so far last season, this season, I know the manager wasn't there last season, but a lot of the players were there last season. I know there was a lot of there's a lot of new players this season, but all the experience, good and bad, mostly bad, obviously, since the owners have taken over, you must learn from it. You have to. There comes a point in your life where you must learn from these experiences. Because if you're not learning, then what's the point? Don't try and sell us a project. Don't try and tell us to be patient. Don't try and tell us that trust the process. No. We can only trust the process if we see some form of development, if we see some form of change in results. If you keep making the same mistakes over and over again, I can't trust you. I'm sorry. So, having said that, look at the fixtures. Look at the fixtures that we've got coming up. And I totally feel, ladies and gentlemen, have a look at this. We've got Burnley up next. As you can see, that's the fixture over there. Chelsea versus Burnley at Stamford Bridge. We've got Man United at Stamford Bridge. We've got Sheffield United after that, away from home. We've got Everton at Stamford Bridge. And we've got Brighton away after Everton. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You may think I'm deluded. You may. And I'm happy for you to think that. You may think I'm deluded, but I'm looking at those fixtures and I'm saying to myself, you cannot make the same mistakes again. You must beat Burnley at home, number one. We've beaten Burnley earlier in the season. Burnley recently got smacked by Arsenal, I think 5-0. And I know that's Arsenal, no problems. In the last two matches, Burnley has actually done all right. They won against Brentford, I believe, and the one before that, I think they drew against West Ham. They don't have David Datro Fofana, our player who's been doing really well over there in the last few matches. They don't have him, so that's going to be a problem for them. But I'm not saying we should sit here and disrespect. I'm not disrespecting. What I'm saying is I believe in my team for this month. I know it's so difficult to say this. How can you sit there and believe in this team? I know, but this is the new approach, attitude that I'm taking for this remaining parts of the season. I have to believe. I have to believe in this team. I have to believe in this manager for the time being. And then we can assess later on in the season what's gone wrong. I still fully think this manager is probably going to be there next season. So we might as well start embracing the fact. But take the manager aside. I fully have to believe that this team can salvage something this season. We're not that far away from being 7th, 6th, and that's not asking for much. I'm not asking them to win the Premier League, which is impossible now anyway. I'm not asking for them to make it into the Champions League position, because that's impossible as well. I truly think if you can put on a bit of a run with the fixtures that I've just showcased to you guys, Burnley, Man United, Sheffield United, at least these three to start things off with. We'll come back to Everton and Brighton down the track. There has to be a W here, and there has to be a W against Man United. We were embarrassed by Man United. We were embarrassed by Man United. We should learn from our mistakes and try and rectify that. Have a look at the table, ladies and gentlemen. We are 11th with 39 points. We've got a game in hand, which is very nice and handy. Win against Burnley will take us ahead of Newcastle and Wolves. So you find yourself 9th. Win against Man United, you really now start climbing up the table. And then straight up to, after Man United, you've got Sheffield United, who we have to. So what I'm trying to say is that I must believe that my team, our team, can get 9 out of 9 points. Now, having said that, as I said, you can think I'm delusional, no problems. But that's the mindset I'm going with. I'm going with believing that my team can do the job. Starting to notice that Nicholas Jackson's developing over the last few matches. Cole Palmer, of course, going strength to strength. Mudryk is starting to show a few things. Malo Gusto is starting to be very, very, consistent all throughout the season. So on and so forth. I expect this team to now really rise up and put on a string of performances. Now, having said that, if we drop points against Burnley, khalas, over. Because if you're not winning against Burnley at home, shut up shop. Shut up shop. For me, that's a cardinal sin. We have to beat Burnley. There is no two ways about it. A draw is not good enough. As I said, the way I'm feeling like this is because I truly believe we can salvage something this season. At least the Europa League position. So that's the stance that I'm coming from, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be going into this match and I'm going to be absolutely pumped up for a Chelsea victory and looking at that Man United fixture and feeling, yeah, let's go and get 3 more points against Man United as well. And if we are not seeing progress in this team, then I'm sorry. What's the point? You might as well start all the protests. You might as well ask for the manager to leave immediately. You might as well whole heap of stuff. But if you're going to be believing and keeping all of these people, we need to start seeing some results. All right, let's start doing the lineup, ladies and gentlemen. This is the lineup that I would go with. Let's see what you guys have to say. Petrovic in goalkeeping position because David Sanchez, Robert Sanchez. Who's David Sanchez? Robert Sanchez is injured, ladies and gentlemen. So Petrovic in goalkeeping position. Right back, Malo Gusto. He's been on fire. I'm looking forward to Malo Gusto to put up another fine performance for us. In the centre-back position, I think Levi Colwill is still injured. Chalobah is also injured. Desasi is not injured, so you'd think Desasi is going to be one of the players. Axel Desasi will be there. If Chalobah was fit, I think Chalobah would have partnered with Desasi, but I think he's not fit. He was deemed as injured, but there were pictures of Chalobah in the training sessions. Look, I think it might be Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva hasn't featured for a little while, so happy to have him back, partnering with Desasi against Burnley at home at Stamford Bridge. I'm expecting a clean sheet. I really am expecting a clean sheet. I'm continuing with Cucurella, ladies and gentlemen. I think there is a question mark over Ben Chilwell, but right now I think Cucurella is doing fantastically well on the left side. Yes, he has that defensive flaw where he rushes out, and we could get into problem like that. But that's something I'm hoping that Cucurella can get it out of his system. Caicedo in midfield, along with Enzo Fernandez. Enzo. No? Oh, well, I'll just go with Enzo then. There you go. Okay, Enzo Fernandez. This is where it gets tricky. Look, I'm just going to get it out of the way. Well, first up, I think Nicholas Jackson. Even though I'm putting him as a striker, I want Nicholas Jackson to roam around. I think Nicholas Jackson having the freedom to sort of glide anywhere, I think that is warranted 100%. Cole Palmer's combination with Malo Gusto is something that we need to continue doing that. Through the middle, look, it is against Burnley. I'm pretty sure Conor Gallagher is going to start, but I would go with Mudryk on this side and give us a little bit more attacking prowess to win this game, because I feel like Burnley, there should be enough quality that we have to take care of them. But don't be surprised if it's Conor Gallagher just behind Nicholas Jackson, and you still have Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo. And on the right side, look, I know you guys are all going to be hating me. But look, I'm going with Raheem Sterling. The reason is just simply because of the balance of the team. I don't want Cole Palmer to play in the middle. I want Cole Palmer to play on the right side, so that the combination of Malo Gusto is there. I don't want Madueke there, because I feel like Madueke and Malo Gusto doesn't always work. I don't want Michaela Mudryk to be on the left side, because I feel like Mudryk through the middle is far more effective. So for me, at the moment, Raheem Sterling will probably start. And I know, as I said, I'm going to get a lot of heat for it, because does he even deserve it? Probably not. But I think he's one of the players that I believe Mauricio Pochettino is probably going to start. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my team. Nicholas Jackson up front, Raheem Sterling on the right, left side, Mudryk through the middle, Cole Palmer on the right, Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, double pivot, Mark Cooper at left back, Thiago Silva and Tessasi partnering in CB position, Malo Gusto on the right, and Petrovic as the goalkeeper. That's my team, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going for a 3-0 victory. I want to start seeing improvement. I feel like the improvements will be coming. I need to believe this. I need to believe that the improvement of this team is going to be coming. And in recent times, I think we've seen some level of improvements anyway. So 3-0 victory. I'm fully believing that we can salvage something this season. Let's get this victory. Let's look forward to the Man United game. Let's get a victory there, and let's march on. See if we can put ourselves into a fine form when we do come across Manchester City in the FA Cup semi-final. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know. Let me know your thoughts about my feelings, how I feel. You can call me delusional, no problems. Let me know how you feel about the team and the lineup that I've got. Let me know your score prediction as well. What do you think about my score prediction? And overall, do you like the way I'm approaching the end of this season? Do you understand the way I'm approaching the end of this season? Let me know in the comment section. Until next time, everyone, be there for the watch along. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. See ya.